postseason action descends upon FedEx Field just outside of D.C.
Today, it's the second of 3 games here on Wild Card Sunday, as it'll be the Arizona Cardinals taking on the Washington Commanders. Now, the second of 3 games here on this Sunday, we continue with Super Wild Card Weekend here on EA Sports. This thrown quickly out to Jones. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
If you're these receivers, you got to be ready, because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
Down the right sideline. He may go.
Touchdown, Cardinals. Tony Pollard, 67 yards.
And the Cardinals will strike first here in this wild card matchup.
They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Looking to throw is Mahomes.
Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs.
And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. A gain of 8 there on the play, and it'll be second and a couple. Up the middle they go. Norwood. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 4. They go play fake. Mahomes.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 45-yard line. They give them 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Mahomes firing complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be second down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
This is part of why this guy's got multiple MVPs on the mantle. We're used to seeing him make the impossible throws, but here Mahomes knows he's got nothing, so he wisely just gets rid of it.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. And again, it's Mahomes.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 21. A 3rd down gain of 19. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Rolling to his right.
That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield.
A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive.
Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Defense doing their job, really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense, no gain.
Call fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. You're exactly right.
They'll try and run here with Swift.
And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal.
In motion right, Dobbs.
Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep.
And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively, because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move them back in the backfield to make them running backs. Partner, this was much more.
He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. Cooper Kupp from 3 yards out. And the Commanders are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Extra point by York is up and good.
And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
And this is incomplete. Zero hesitation that time. He just got it and put it out in the right flat. Unfortunately, incomplete.
Well, you know how hard these quarterbacks nowadays work on just getting the ball in their hands and making a quick decision and throwing the football. Didn't work out in this case.
On 2nd down, Young again.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Riley Moss.
And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. These two teams all tied after one. Mahomes now on 1st down.
Touchdown, Washington. Jackson Smith-Njigba.
23 yards for the touchdown.
And Washington has taken the lead. Extra point by York is up and good.
And that makes the score 14-7.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Jamal Agnew.
And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Arizona.
And as we've talked to special teams coaches, that theme of being aggressive continues to come through, doesn't it? When they moved the kickoff back to the 35, it was going to cut down on the number of opportunities. But if you've got a special guy, you give him the green light no matter where he fields it in the end zone. And in this case, it paid off handsomely.
He fielded it deep in the range of emotions. Maybe like, oh, no, don't. And then all of a sudden you see him break it. And you're like, yeah, way to go.
Yeah, sometimes you have to remind your head coach that he approved the green light for bringing it out from deep in the end zone. And that's exactly why he did.
Now, this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. A gain of 14, first down Commanders. Now here's Mahomes. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
What would look like a march to the end zone is hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Cooper Kupp, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And Washington has taken the lead. Extra point by York is up and good.
And the lead is now 21-14.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
It's a gain of 3. First down, Arizona.
On the set.
In motion right is Jones. It's Young on first down.
Here's the screen now for Pollard.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
And good yardage there on first down because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
Now a second down throw for Young.
Throw caught by Flowers.
His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
A gain of 4 yards. And the Cardinal first down.
a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Young. He'll get this to Flowers, left side. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Young on 3rd down. And he's caught.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 27-yard line.
And a nice gain of 21 yards.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
80 yards rushing for him in this first half, as he has certainly carried over his regular season success into the playoffs.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
On 2nd down, Young.
Got his man, it's Dulcich.
It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as he'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
They go play action. Young. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. And he comes back with one complete. Touchdown, Cardinals. From 17 yards out.
And the Cardinals are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half.
Elliott Good with a PAT. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
And they've got just under 50 seconds, so time enough to try to work their way downfield if they...
Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And the Cardinals have got it. Go. And they bring this one back. A scoop and score. A fumble recovery touchdown for Arizona. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
Elliott Good on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Mahomes will try again on second down. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Following the interception, Young. This pass complete to Pollard on the out route. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
Off the play fake, Young. And that is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. They'll try again here from the 7 on second and goal. From the shotgun, it's Young. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Nothing over there. He had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an arm throw, trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
This is a big play in this wild card matchup, facing third and goal. Young. Escaping the pressure right. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. DeMarcus Lawrence with a big-time sack on third down. It's a loss of 7. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. He will return this from deep in the end zone. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season.
Trying to find Kupp, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
And he's got it. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. Young to throw it. Out to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
A field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal. Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. 4th down, Young. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. They try to throw on 4th and goal from the 2. And Washington is able to come up with a goal line stand. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
They give him 16 yards there, and it's a Washington 1st down.
And the Washington first down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Mahomes now to throw. And he's got Smith-Njigba. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Well, he's had the interception woes in this one, Charles. And that time a little bold to throw it into double coverage, but he beat the double coverage.
Yeah, but I admire that he still will challenge defenders downfield, even though the ball's been in jeopardy a few times in this game. A nice ball there against multiple defenders, and they advance it downfield.
On 1st down, Norwood. That's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. He'll look to Gesicki on the out route. Ball is caught. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Another nice gain. 13 yards that time and another 1st down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. And his throw is incomplete.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with 1 more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Mahomes to throw once more. Smith-Njigba hauling it in on the out route. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. Mahomes going to go on 4th down. Now a short one to Gesicki. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Throwing now is Mahomes. Slant route, he's got Dobbs. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Smith. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Goes right back to Smith again. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. 1 quarter remains in this NFC Wild Card matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at FedEx Field. It's Washington with the football, but trailing here as we begin quarter number 4. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Swift. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding him out on 1st down, and this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
Swift again. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. They'll roll him out right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Joe Smith from a yard out. And the Commanders go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. Both these teams fighting for their playoff lives. All tied, 4th quarter, as the kick is away here. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And it's all on the line now, all even in this wild card matchup. Maybe their most important drive of the season coming up right now here, 1st and 10. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 92 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much for the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Hey, I'm not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Option play, here's Pollard. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It'll be an Arizona 1st down on a gain of 17.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he carries this one past the midfield stripe and into Commander territory. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back 1st downs.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. They will look for some important yardage on 3rd down. From here, it would be a 60-yard boot. Trying to run forward, Pollard. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Well, sometimes, Brent, it's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big 3rd down conversion.
First down, and it's Pollard again. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Throwing, Young. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
So they'll try to move the ball closer here on 3rd down. A field goal from this spot would be just inside of 60 yards, 59 to be exact. Swinging this out for Pollard. Powerful running. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
This one an absolute must. It's 4th and 4. Now Young. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
And that's a big pickup of a 1st down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st down in field goal range already. Pollard will take it up the gut. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
They go back to Pollard on 2nd down. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Boy, missed tackles. That could be their downfall, Charles.
Yeah, they actually let him out of bounds there. Instead of the clock continuing to run, they let him out, and it turned into another timeout for him. Not good at all.
Here's 1st and goal. Pollard. He stayed afloat for a second there after the first wave of contact, but that was going nowhere.
Yeah, what did he tell us in pregame? I just don't want to get my feet stopped initially when I'm trying to make a run. That's exactly what happened there. Unfortunately, as you noted, got away a little bit from the first one, but the wave swarmed him under.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Pollard gets it off the option. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. This crowd doing all they can. Here's 3rd and goal. Here's Young. That's dumped off to Pollard. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th. Well, he is putting in a great all-around game, Charles. He already ran one in for a score, and now they utilize him in the passing game.
And they put a lot of pressure on a defensive coordinator and a defense, don't they? Because they're used to him as a runner. But it turns out he's just as dangerous as some of those receivers, and he showed it right there. You don't pay enough attention to him defensively, he makes you pay.
And this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Here's 1st and 10. Mahomes will throw.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The way he's thrown the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is.
Just like I've been smooth for so long, I'm trying to get rough. Buffing my nails, dog, I'm trying to get buff. Shaping my beard up, I'm liking the scruff. The heels, cause I'm living my life in the cut. Can't imagine that I'm gonna meet my wife in the club. We gon' see though, I feel like she more of a CEO. Or maybe she doing volunteer work in Rio. It's not like I need her, but I would love to meet her. Another day, another dollar, another phone with another feature. I don't play goalie, but I'm my brother's keeper. Surrounded by family, I'm not with other people. They say I got my pop's demeanor and mother's features. The garden's still private as ever, the gang thriving together. Your boys striving to be the most dominant ever. The hardest white boy since the one who rapped about vomiting sweaters and holding comments. Cause I promise you I'm honestly better than whoever came to your head right then. They ain't cut from the same thread like him. They don't study doing work to get ahead like him. They don't toss and turn in the bed like him. Cause they don't love it, they don't love it. 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 I've been laid back so long, I'm trying to get turned. Searching my name, dog, that's how you get hurt. Being likable, I'm trying to be unbreakable. I just realized